Did you know that 37 years ago, on this day, Iran assassinated the most prominent opposition leader in the modern history of Iran on negotiating table? We're going to talk about it, and also we're going to talk about the indications of the exchange of fire between the United States and Iran. Hello, I will tell you what the indications of exchange of fire between the United States and Iran in the last few days are, but let me first briefly talk about the assassinations of the most prominent opposition leader in the modern history of Iran, Dr. Abdurrahman Ghasemlou, the Secretary General of the Democratic Party of Iranian Kurdistan, went to Vienna in Austria on 30th of July, this day, in 1989, 37 years ago. Sorry about it. To participate in peace talks, he went to the negotiation table to talk with the Iranian diplomats who had a plot of assassinations in their head. They assassinated him. Dr. Abdurrahman Ghasemlou was a revered leader throughout Kurdistan, a respected politician among the opposition groups in Iran, and a well-known politician in Europe, and popular with some famous European politicians at the time. Karl Pornhover, he was a distinguished academic politician and economist. He spoke many languages, 13 languages, 18 of them with ease. Languages like English, French, Russian, Czech, Slovakia, and many others. Karl Pornhover, a distinguished journalist, American journalist, said that he was the only genuinely democratic politician across the whole Middle East. U.S. Ambassador to Iraq, April Glaspie, she says that he was the only revolutionary politician in the Middle East with a democratic vision. Bernard Kouchner, the former French foreign minister, said that the Iranian regime was afraid of his peace messages. That's why they killed the messenger. They spoke, Ghasemlou, the messenger of peace, with emphasis on his democratic socialism, has just been released. My role in this book is the translator of 3 pieces of Dr. Ghasemlou on democratic socialism, a theory that's still viable today, a theory that challenged the Marxist orthodoxy of the time, and a theory compatible with the reality on the ground in Kurdistan, in Iran, in the Middle East, and a theory that has interconnectory relations with his concepts of democracy, the self-determination rights to minority nationalities like the Kurds, and this book I also have the role of contributing author. There is a brief history of Eastern Kurdistan from the Second World War to today, up to today, and a shorter history of Kurdistan, the national democratic movements across Kurdistan. And I also wrote an introduction to his democratic socialism, talking about its significance, And I also wrote about his biography, his significance, his legacy, and his enduring impact on people's fighting today. There is I have put an address to the digital version of this book below in the description. You can download it for free. There is also a link. You can order the hardcover of the book, a hardcover copy of the book. Kurdish people have been asking for justice to be served for 37 years now. They have been doing so by demonstrations across European countries, by demonstrations in the Kurdish cities in Iran, and for several years consecutively they went on general strikes on more than 50 cities, hundreds of villages, and they hold conferences and other stuff. Going back to the other topic, about the U.S. military forces and Iran, we know that the U.S. military forces attacked Iran and struck Iran third round in just a week in response to Iran shooting at commercial vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran, in response, in retaliation, attacked its Gulf neighbors, closed the Strait of Hormuz, declared it's closed, and refused to come back to the negotiating table. They vowed to shoot at any vessel that take a route other than that authorized by them. This shows that Iran is certain that about the US policy, that is nothing more than overthrowing the regime change in the trajectory. And because they themselves know that so far as the Iranian regime, this Islamic terrorist regime exists, the region has to continue to struggle with instability in the region, to terrorist groups in many countries, in Lebanon, in Iraq, Yemen, and Israel has to continue struggling with the existential threats by the Iranian regime. And all of this showed that another round of heavy confrontation between the United States and Iran is a foregone conclusion. Have a nice day.